AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now room for Eckler. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dancing to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7. Cowboys
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Steps away. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
This is our time.
Josh Palmer there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 14, Cowboys 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Elliott running right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And he's ganked the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now Prescott steps away to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Herbert. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Touchdown! It's complete. Dalton Schultz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Out to his left. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
Let's go, baby.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A handoff left, Elliott, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Prescott off play action. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A field goal gets him closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try again with Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position. Really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll just get rid of it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott from the gun. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Prescott. He shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Herbert on 1st down now. Fighting through pressure. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. Oh, big hole right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Bills 27, Chargers 21.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Herbert going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert. Flush to his right. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 28. Broncos 27.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
2nd and 11 now. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now, they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Dillon.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Now Stafford. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's brought down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Stafford. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, 30 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They snap it to Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On 1st down at Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
The Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw here hauled in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Stafford here. Just keeping the play alive. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devontae Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throw right side going to be taken in by Henderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford flushed to his right. He completes it to Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure, and he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Jones breaking from the contact. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaud.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And here's Lewis.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught by Cobb. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 16. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 2nd and 9. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And some room to work.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Stafford on first down. This one to the left to Higbee. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again is Stafford. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their
So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a play fake. Brady. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Buccaneers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 27-yard line.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. 1st down and much more here for Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 73 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
and got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Brady.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
so many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
On the return, it's Taylor.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Brady now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. The 20, 10, 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone
all eyes. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 65 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On play action, it's Brady. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Brady to throw. Flushed out right. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Bell. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Brady will sneak it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now Brady. And brought in by Brady. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 30. Here's Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
28 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Now this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. Now it's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They'll go again with Bell.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure he'll have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They're going to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And here's Lewis.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ross Cockrell.
And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Brady now on first down.
A check down here to Jones.
8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Again, it's Brady.
Open man, it's Jalen Darden.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Touchdown! That's caught.
Jalen darted 26 yards. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
On the return, it's Taylor.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Eluding the pressure right. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.